This
maybe we
conference
can
will now
start.
be recorded.
So Manam, we have covered all the options, right? So we have covered all these windows. We have covered this command bar, all your toolbars, related menu bars, everything we covered, right, yesterday? Correct? Right. Next. Shortcut keys. Shortcut keys. Morning, guys. Shortcut keys. F1. F1 is for help. F1 is for help. If you want to get help related to any software, any Microsoft application, if you want help related to that software, we have to use F1 shortcut key. F1 is a shortcut key. For example, right now I'm in Word document. So if you want some information related to Word, if you wanted to see that, I have to use F1 key. You see, right? F1 key. So I can use formatting. If you wanted to search formatting, you can see, right? You can get this information. Okay, right. Hi. So here, if you want to get by this, you see, right, you can get Microsoft 365 help. So this is a online. You have to be connected to the internet. You can search all the things and you can get it. Okay, dictate your documents. You see, right? So these are all the options we have. You can do it. If you want any help related to the software, you can use this concept. So F1 is for help. In SAS, from SAS, if you type F1, it will open SAS help and documentation. It's right, it is opening SAS help and documentation. Next, F2 is nothing. F3, execute. If you wanted to submit a program in SAS, so you can submit using this icon. You can submit from run menu, submit. You can do right click is submit, right? Submit. So apart from this, the shortcut key is F3. F3 will submit your program in SAS. When I told you, when we are using functional keys, if they are not working, you have to use Fn key and F3 key both together. Even F1 also, you have to use Fn and F1 both together. Okay, right. F4, recall your last submitted program. If you wanted to recall your last submitted program, we can use F4. So I did submitted my code here. If you wanted to recall last submitted program, F4 is a shortcut key. You see, right? Same program again it is showing, right? Same program again it is showing, right? So it is F4. F4 is for recall. So everyone are able to see, right? Everyone are able to see my screen, right? Right now
Yes,
I'm
sir.
in SAS. I moved to Word. Word document you guys are able to see?
No, sir, actually.
Word document, no?
No, it was
Yes,
just
sir. It's showing Word document only. We are able to see.
Okay. So maybe it might be internet issue. Your screen got freezed. Rest everyone are able to see it. Rest everyone are able to see it. Maybe just disconnect and connect again. You can try disconnecting and connecting again. Things will sort out. Okay. Right. Okay, fine. So now F4 is for recall. Okay, F4 is for recall. So if you wanted to bring back your last submitted program, you can do that with a shortcut key called F4. F4 will bring back your last submitted program. F5 is not there, but I have a shortcut key F5. I'll show you. Suppose to say I'm writing some program here. Okay, I have written some program here. If I want to move my cursor between these two programs, Suppose to say editor window 2, my program is done. I wanted to move to editor window 1, F5. Correct? So it will take me to editor window 1. Suppose to say I'm done with this program. I wanted to go to editor window 2. You see, right? I can move. So to move between your windows, we can use a shortcut key called F5. F5 is used to move between two or more editor windows. Right? Fine. So if you wanted to close this editor window too, how to do it? Simply close into mark here, or else go to file menu, click on close. It will ask if you want me to save. No, I did not. I did nothing to save. So no. So you see it right here. This is how it is. F5 is used to F5 is used to move between your windows. And F6 will take you to log window. After I have submitted a program in SAS, I have to go and check my log window if my program is right or wrong. So if you wanted to do that, I have to use F6. F6 you see right? F6 you see right? It is right or wrong. You can see right? So suppose to say if you are doing something wrong. Suppose to say this is my sample program. Now I forgot to give a semicolon here. So in SAS, every statement should end with semicolon. That is a basic rule. Every statement should end with a semicolon. Suppose to say, unfortunately, I forgot. Whenever I forgot, immediately, actually speaking, raw data should be highlighted with yellow color, right? Raw data should be highlighted with yellow color background. Okay. So actually speaking, raw data should be highlighted with yellow color. Suppose to say, unfortunately, I missed out. Here raw data is not highlighted in yellow color, but because I'm very new to SAS, I thought everything is right and I tried to submit my program. Okay, in like whenever we are doing it for the first time, obviously we do mistakes, right? So I thought everything is right in the program. I tried to submit my code. Whenever I try to submit my code, I have to go and check my log window. So if you wanted to check log window, simply you can click on this log window, or else the shortcut key is F6. F6 is the shortcut key which will take you to log window. F6, or we have one more shortcut key, Control L. Control L will also take you to log window. Control L, F6, or you are using your mouse to select log window, anything is fine. So I'm using F6 button from my keyboard and it is taking you to log window. What it says? Syntax error, expecting one of the following, correct? So you see here, up to these 4 lines, SAS has no issues. It is very clear. Up to these 4 lines, SAS is telling I'm okay. You see, before 101, it is underlined, right? Before 101, so here I have an issue. Whenever you are underlining it, SAS has identified issue at this place. So before 101, SAS is expecting for a semicolon or a cancel or a PGM statement. Okay, whenever we are given choose the following, you will write that exam 100%, right? Inga prati okkale very much active. You will write all the exams. You will attempt all the questions, right? లక్ బాగుంటే పోలీస్ ఆఫీసర్ లేకపోతారు. ఏం సినిమాది? వెంకీనా? లక్ బాగుంటే they will become police officers, right? So for us also, if luck favors, we will get passed. Correct? So the reason, nobody will leave any of the question. They will try to attempt. అందుకే నెగిటివ్ మార్కింగ్ కూడా పెడతారు కొంతమంది. Right? If you are wrong, if you are doing wrong, they will correct, they will deduct 0.25 marks. If you are selecting 4 wrong answers, you will lose 1 mark. We know that, right? In competitive exams we see all that stuff, right? Yes or no? So now here, if you see, I have the options A semicolon, options B cancel, option C PGM. So I thought option B is right. Let us assume option B is right. Before 101, I am writing it as cancel. Before 101, I am writing it as cancel. So if you run the program, I wanted to run only the selected piece of code. So I did run my code. So what it says, Boss, I'll not give you any more options here. Please use semicolon. Correct? See, SAS is such a user-friendly software. It is clearly telling you where the issue is, what needs to be done to fix this issue. It is giving multiple choice. Correct? So here, if you are selecting wrong one also, it is guiding you to take right one. Yes or no? So that is like, this much user-friendly software you will never find. You see, right? PGM is program global concept. It will store your programs at the backend. It will not run, but it will store the program at the backend. Okay, right. So now if you see here, just take this cursor to next line, and if you run the program, is right log window. Is there any error now? And it has printed the data set. You see printed information is present in log window. Okay, is this clear to everyone? Yes or no? Everyone clear? Yes or no? Right. Okay, fine. So your log window will take you to, sorry, your F6 button will take you to log window. And if you wanted to go to output window, we have to use F7. F7 will take you to output window. Just click F7. F7 will take you to output window. So if you wanted to go back to editor window, F5, log window, F6, output window, F7. These three are important. I will ask you to remember these 3 points, because sometimes I use F3. I use always a shortcut keys. Sometimes I have that habit. I use shortcut keys. So you can see here. Next, F5, F6, F7, F8. F8 will do two things. One, it will submit the program. Two, it will zoom off. Zoom off means right now your editor window is maximized, right? It will minimize that. Okay, right. So now you can see here I'm using F8 shortcut key. It will submit the program. So I'll clear my Windows results. Right now editor window is clear. Sorry, output window is clear. Whenever I use F8 button, it will submit the program. At the same time, it will zoom off. You see, right? It will zoom off. So editor window is zoomed off, right? Okay, right. F8 will zoom off. You see, right? Zoomed off, right? I have maximized it. I used F8. Still, it is zooming off, and it is giving you the end result. You see, right? Zooming off, right? Zooming off, and it is submitting. You see, right? I did three times for operand you see. Right? F8, F9.
Sir,
So F9, yes, please.
sir, F8 will be submit and F3 also will be submit, right?
F3 is submit, only submit. F8 zoom off plus submit.
Okay. So with F3 we can only submit. There will be no zoom off. If
Correct.
with F8 zoom off plus submit.
Correct.
Okay, sir.
Right. F3 is only used to submit a code. F3 is only to submit a program, and F8 it will do two things: zoom off and submit. Both it will do. Right. Next, F9. Whenever we are using F9, so from your keyboard, it will display list of all the shortcut keys in a separate window. You can see. I want everyone to go through this. Okay. You can see this, right? So we will learn more than what SAS gives us. We are back. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Am I audible? Okay, sorry, actually we have a power cut here. So I'll go back, I'll explain. So we were discussing what we are discussing. We were discussing shortcut keys, right? What is the last shortcut key which we explained?
F9.
F9 we were discussing. F9 will display list of all the shortcut keys. F9 will display list of all the shortcut keys. F10 menu bar. So you see, right, if you wanted to go to menu bar, F10 menu bar. So this is your F10 menu bar. So whenever I use F10, it will underline first letters in your menu bar. See, F10. It is underlining, right? You see now, underlined, right? So below F you have underline, below V you have underline, below T you have underline. Correct? So F10 will underline. So same concept you can also do with Alt. Alt also will do the same job. Alt or F10 both are one and the same. So I use F9. If you sorry, if you wanted to go to run menu, if you wanted to go to run menu, you have to click on key R. From your keyboard, if you are clicking R, it will show all the options related to run menu. It will show all the options related to run menu. Okay. So if you wanted to submit 10 lines, you can do that. So everything you can do it. So now if you see here, so this is a shortcut keys, like these are the shortcut keys. If you wanted to go, you can go with that. So I can use, if I wanted to go to run menu, how to go I'm not sure. Correct, how to go I'm not sure. So just to go that we can use this. Next, F10 ఏం లేదండి, అదిగోండి ఫస్ట్ లైన్ లో అండర్లైన్ చేస్తుంది చూడండి. ఫస్ట్ లైన్ లో ఆర్ కింద టీ కింద వి కింద అండర్లైన్ చేస్తుంది. సో ఇప్పుడు నేను వ్యూ మెనూకి ఆప్షన్స్ చూసుకోవాలనుకోండి, నా కీబోర్డ్లో వి కొట్టాను అనుకోండి, వీకి సంబంధించి వ్యూకి సంబంధించిన ఆప్షన్స్ అన్నీ వస్తాయి. ఇప్పుడు సపోజ్ చేసే నాకు టూల్స్లో ఆప్షన్స్ తెలియాలనుకోండి, కీబోర్డ్లో టీ యూస్ చేస్తే టీ మీద ఉన్న ఆప్షన్స్ అన్నీ వస్తాయి. ఇప్పుడు దాంట్లో న్యూ లైబ్రరీ కావాలనుకోండి, న్యూ లైబ్రరీ వర్డ్లో ఏ లెటర్ కింద అండర్లైన్ ఉంది, ఎల్ ఉంది. నేను ఈ కీబోర్డ్లో ఎల్ కొడితే న్యూ లైబ్రరీ ఆప్షన్స్ వచ్చేస్తాయి. ఓకేనా, రైట్. So now this is how I do it. Right. Next, F10 you are clear. F11 command focus. If you wanted to take your cursor to command focus, okay, so I have to use F11 from your program editor to, if you wanted to take your cursor to command focus, you see, right, command focus. So here if I wanted to open a calculator, CALC, it is opening a calculator, right? Suppose to say if you wanted to go back to command bar, so again F11 X space notepad, it is opening notepad file for you. Suppose to say I went to command bar but I don't want to give any command at this point, and I wanted to get back to my get back to my cursor to editor window. So if you wanted to do that, how can we do it? If you wanted to do that, how we can do it?
F5.
So
F5.
just you need to, your cursor is there in command bar. If you wanted to get this into editor window, just simply click enter. Just simply click enter without giving any command. Automatically it will come into editor window. F11 done. F12 is for F12 we don't have. Okay, F12 we don't have. And subtop shift F1. So it works only if entire code is present in single line. Works only if entire code is present in single line. If you have entire code present in single line, then only this subtop will work. Shift F1 will work. Suppose to say I write data ds. I write set SAS help dot class. Run. So if you use, what is the shortcut key? Shift F1. If I use Shift F1 from my keyboard, it will execute this program. Shift F1. Is right data ds it will create. You see log window, right? The log window, there are 19 observations present in dataset ds. Clear? Everyone clear? Right. So if you have entire code present in one single line, it will work. Suppose to say if you have the code in different lines, and if I use a shift F1, it will execute only data ds. It's right data ds. It is executing only first line of your code, correct? Data ds. So what to do is, if your program becomes unresponsive, so right data step running is there. If your program becomes unresponsive, we can use which option? This break option. Cancel submitted statements, okay. Yes for cancellation, okay. Right? So if you see data step running part that is gone, right? Agree, yes or no? Right. Horizontal zoom, shift F3, vertical zoom, shift F4, cascade, shift F5. So already we have seen in Windows, shift F3, F4, F5. You gurtunnaya? Right. So if somebody is not clear, shift F3. You see, right? Shift F3, what it will do? If you wanted to see all your editor window, log window, output window in one go, then I can arrange my windows like this. Shift F4, vertically. Shift F5, cascade, one on the other. Okay, one on the other is cascade. Shift F5. Right. Next.
Sir,
Yes, please.
can you repeat shift F1, sir?
Shift F1. Shift F1 will submit the program if your program is present in one single line. If not, it will execute first line and it will struck. Okay, that is shift F1 what it will do. And if it is struck, you have to use this break button, cancel submitted statements, okay. As per confirmation, it will ask one more dialog box, you have to click okay, and then it will release that. Clear?
Sir.
Shift F7 is nothing but your home button, end button. In that particular line, if you wanted to go to first position, home, shift F7 will do the same. This is a particular line. If you wanted to go beginning, shift F7, home, shift F8, end. Home button, end button will be there in your keyboard, right? These are same. Okay, right. F10, it will bring a word pop-up. So word tip, it is not required for us. You can ignore that works in base as EG. For us, it will not work. If you wanted to hide that current tip, we can click on escape. And control B will show list of all active libraries. Control B will display list of all active libraries. And control E for erase. So if you wanted to clear your editor window or log window or output window, control E will work. Right now I'm in editor window. If I use control E, it is clearing the entire content in editor window. Right now I'm in log window. Log window has too much of information. If you wanted to clear the content, Control E. Right now I'm in output window. If you have any such information, Control E. Control E will clear information in any of the windows. Control C copy, we all know. Control D is directory. Control B, Control D, both are one and the same. It will also show list of all active libraries present in this. Control D and Control B. B means it will show lib name. D means it will show directory, but the information whatever it shows both are same. Sorry? Lib name, lib name. So what are the libraries? We call it as libraries. dir directory. Control E we know, Control F we know, Control F in Word document you have seen, right? If you wanted to search for a text, Control F. If you wanted to search for a text, Control F. DS. I wanted to search for text, DS. You see, right?
Sir,
Suppose to say, yes, please.
sir, if the slides are one above the other or horizontal or vertical, if you want to bring it to normal, what will be the key, sir?
If your slides are,
One above the other or horizontal or multiple slides. If it was in horizontal or vertical or one above the other, then how we need to bring it to normal
just
single
double click
slide,
on that here. Suppose to say it is vertical, right? You see, right?
sir?
Double click maximum.
Okay,
Okay.
okay, sir.
Next. Control G will take you to specific line number. Suppose to say I have lengthy code here. I have too much of lengthy code here. I wanted to go to line number 10. Control G 10. It will take you to line number 10. You see, right? Line number 10 here you can see. Okay? Right. Control G will take you to specific line number. Control H. So Control H is find and replace. If you wanted to search for a text and replace it with another text, you see, right? I have a dataset DS. Or else, okay, fine. Suppose to say wherever I find DS, I wanted to, wherever I find DS, I wanted to write the dataset name as Raj. Wherever you see DS, I wanted to change my dataset name to Raj. Control H. Control H, what it will do? It will search for the text DS and replace with another text called Raj. Replace. You see, right? Replace. Raj. And you see, right? Replace. Raj. Is that clear, everyone? Yes or no? Is that clear, everyone? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So search for a text and replace it another text. Control H is the shortcut key. If you wanted to see all SAS system options, Control I. You see it, right? Control L, I already told you, log window. Control Q, if you have any file shortcuts, you can see that file shortcuts. So Control Q, if you have any file shortcuts assigned, you can see that. Control T will display list of all titles. The SAS system, if you wanted to add rest 9, you can add. Control R, repeat find. Last we have repeat, what value? Last value we have searched. What is the last value we have searched for? DS.
Raj,
DS I made to
DS.
Raj, correct? So Control R, if you wanted to search with same text, straight away Control R. Control R, what it says? Cannot find the string DS. It is searching for a text called DS. It says, I could not find it. Because DS are replaced with Raj, correct? Control V, Control X, Control Y, Control Z. You're all masters. Control G, it will take you to line number. I wanted to go to line number 10. Control G10, it will take you to line number 10. Control Z, undo, Control Y, redo, Control W, Explorer. If you wanted to open Explorer window, you see this is your Control W. Break, scroll, showing this. So Alt right arrow, if you wanted to move between your words, Alt right arrow, Alt left arrow. If you wanted to move between your words, Alt right arrow, Alt left arrow. If you simply use right arrow, you have to go through each and every column. In place of that, so I can use Alt button, Alt right arrow, Alt left arrow, and Control slash. Control slash is commenting. Today I am writing this program. This program is for sample purpose. After 2 days, if I try to open, will I be able to understand why I have written this particular piece of code? Suppose this after 2 months I opened SAS, I see there is a code with this name, Raj. So what is the purpose we are we have written this code? You guys can remember? You can remember? No, right? This is just for a testing purpose, right? So now looking at this code, I am confused whether to keep this code or to delete it. So here to overcome this, this is a sample program. This is a sample program. So if you can write it, you can see. So whenever your SAS software started with some other text, SAS will display red color, red, because rule number 1, SAS program should always start with a keyword called data or proc, correct? So I'm starting with this. So this is an error, right? So control slash will comment it. Means at the backend your processor will not execute the piece of code which is present between slash star and star slash. Okay, if you run the program, it will execute properly, you will get the end result also. You see, right? No errors. So if you don't use this, if you don't want to use this, control slash or control shift slash, uncommenting it. Control shift slash. If you run the program, it will throw an error. You see it, right? Next. If you wanted to change the case of letters, uppercase, lowercase, Raj, I wanted to write it capital letters. Select the text, Control Shift U, Control Shift L, lower, U upper, L lower, U upper, L lower, upper lower, you can see. Okay, so these are all list of all shortcut keys we have. So we'll stop this here for today. Tomorrow we will go with this SAS program. So we will learn about SAS programming, file extensions, and then we start writing a code. Okay, right. So everyone so far clear, yes or no? Everyone so far clear? So that's all for today, guys. Thank you. Bye.